Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we are now live on YouTube. Hello to everybody just tuning in, but it's week number 3 of the Spider-Man class trip event. So we've got chapter 3, which is the Venom and Symbiote Spider-Man chapter. Still like 3 weeks overall left for all of this stuff, man. So there's still a fair bit of time to, gather the tokens and do it, because this month's event is 5 weeks in comparison to the standard 4, but oh my goodness, chat is going absolutely crazy. What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Hiking Josh, Tam, Elliot, Namada, Feed, Daniel, Brandon, Jamal, Frenchie, Ben, Antonio, Dragoness, Tommy, Lorenzo, Jason as well. Hope you're all doing well today. Right, let's have a little bit of a look at who the bosses in this one. So we have Venom the Duck, pretty straightforward champions. So we've got, nothing really to worry about with the first two. Unblockable Special 2, and that's it when it comes to Venom the Duck. Should be quite easy. I think this is probably the easiest boss out of the 3 so far, because it's Unstunnable Rhino, and then we had like Masochism. Was it Arc Overload Iron Patriot? It was something along those lines. It was already annoying Masochism Iron Patriot. I think that actually had unblockable minus 25%. So in comparison, this should be, I reckon, the easiest week so far. It's looking pretty damn good. Unless there's anybody that I've missed on the outskirts that's going to be really, really annoying. There's Emma Frost there, but, nobody looks too bad overall. So it might not be the worst week there, lads. Hey Seatin, watching the show at bar, having a spritz. Cheers, Stephen. You certainly enjoy your spritz there, mate. Hopefully you're having a very good Wednesday. Sounds like you're having a cracking start to it, mate. I'm pretty sure you're over in the US, so it must be somewhere around either 10 o'clock or lunchtime. So absolute fair play, mate. Absolute fair play. Hope you're having a great one. What's up, Seatin? Have I ever considered playing Future Fight? I'd like to do a series where I revisit Future Fight at some point, because I've heard nothing but good things over the last year. I remember, like, 3 years ago, I played Future Fight for a little bit, but back then it was a tremendously underwhelming game in comparison to what MCOC was at the time. But yeah, we might check it out at some point in the future, man. We'll have to see. Hello from the state of Florida. Hope you're doing well today. Hi, call me Jackie. Okay. Any tips on how to defeat Stealthy on Uncollected, bro? Craig Dork Lessons has a really good guide for how to be Stealth Suit Spider-Man on Uncollected, so I definitely have a bit of a look at that one, mate. But there are a couple of good video guides knocking about on YouTube for that. But he is a bit of a pain. You got to take him fairly slow. Ideally, any champions that have the ability to counter evade are incredibly useful, like Venom, Emma Frost, maybe a bit of Killmonger as well. Can be just great for removing that evade mechanic, because if you can remove that, man, he's just such an easy champion to fight for the most part. Right, let's try a cheeky little backdraft here. There we go. You want those backdrafts of Annihilus, man, so you get those big old stacks of Fury when you fire off that Special 2 Mega Laser. That laser, it does remind me of the many lasers that will be inside Area 51 as soon as we storm the gates. Obviously, being a tank of a man built to the brim with muscle, I'm probably going to be on the front lines of the Area 51 raid. Just to, absorb all of the bullets. But somebody has to do it. I know the majority of people are going to be, having their Naruto run on form. So they're not going to be impacted by the bullets, but they're, we know some people that are slightly slower are going to turn up. So whenever you're doing a raid, you always need a tank, and sometimes a large man like myself does have to undertake the role of being a tank. So, we'll see what's up, man. It should be a very enjoyable afternoon at the least. Hey, what is up, Duke J? Hopefully you're doing well today, mate, and thank you very much for becoming a member on the channel, dude. Absolute mad love to you. So yeah, certainly appreciate the what is it, the $5 in my back pocket every single month, lad. That's a couple of Jaeger bombs at Weatherspoons there, mate. So thank you very much. Absolute mad love, my dude. See you next week. I get my third 5-star. I want a really good one because my first 2 are Beast and Carnage. What? Dude, are you complaining about Carnage? Get out of my chat room if you're complaining about Carnage now. You've got no sympathy, mate. Absolutely no sympathy from me if you're trying to complain about a Carnage in my chat room, because Carnage is, oh, he's a banger, mate. He's an absolute banger. Get a couple of points in the Deep Wounds Mastery and you're having a great time. But even without that, mate, oh, he's still got some really good damage output. So yeah, mate, I'm not buying that one for a second, lad. I'm sorry. You get no sympathy. Am I gonna rank 5 Stealth Suit Spider-Man? Yeah, at some point, man. At some point. Maybe this week. I really want to do the Ghost rank up a gameplay, because I have probably done a bit too much Stealth Suit Spider-Man gameplay over the last few days. I've been having far too much fun testing out this champion to see how he performs at various ranks. Because, you know, I didn't just want to take him immediately up to rank 5 and not have the understanding of how, you know, he performs at, like, rank 3 and rank 4. Because that's always useful to understand how useful he is for certain bits of content, especially when I'm giving, like, rank up advice to all sorts of people. So, yeah, it's just needed, boys. Just needed to get a little bit of that knowledge, eh? A little bit of that knowledge. Yo, what's up, Brandon? Hope you're doing well. Your first two are Star-Lord and Rhino. Well, RIP on the Rhino, I'll give you that one. But Star-Lord, mate, you get that lad awakened. And he's got some big damage, mate. He's hitting very, very hard there. So, you know, you got that going on. Your 5-star champions, Infinity War, Captain America, and Taskmaster. You haven't done too bad, mate. You haven't done too bad at all. Well, that 5-star cap, you can get through all sorts of crazy stuff, man. He's pretty much the secret key to the both of the variants that we have so far. Works tremendously well for a lot of fights in both of them. Also, just great, just everywhere, mate. I love my 5-star Captain America, so invest everything you can in him. AC, and I got a 5-star Cap Infinity War, but I also have 5-star Venom the Duck. Who should I focus on? Personally, I would go Cap Infinity War out of the two Duke. But Venom the Duck, he's a really good champion to take up for all sorts of as well. So yeah, there's no bad option there, mate. I'd go for the one that you enjoy the most, but in my opinion, that would be Cap. Well, I love my Cap, man. I'm such a big fan of him. Right. I love all the debuffs on Annihilus, man. It's a very fun time. I think we can get another 5 combo. Dash back. I think he's going to evade mid combo here. There we go. Oh, we didn't quite die there, boys. Let's fire this off. Get some Furies. The laser beam wasn't sharp enough, but we were very, very close there. Oh, I just love Annihilus's animations, man. He's so much fun to play. Who's better awaken, Nick Fury or Blade? Oh, that's a bit of a tough one there, mate. If I had to pick one to have, I'm in love with my Nick Fury a little bit too much, so I would go for Nick Fury. But there's good arguments for Blade, depending on what you need him for. But I'm just such a massive Nick Fury fanboy that he is pretty much my favourite character in the game at the moment. So, you know, I've got to stick by him, mate. Got to stick by him. How to get 5-star shards. We have a video guide on the channel called How to Get 5-Star Champions 2019. That is the year that we're in. So look up that YouTube video and I break down all of the ways in which you can acquire 5-star champion shards and 5-star champions. So it's a very fun video that gives you a very in-depth answer to your question, hopefully. Right, let's dash back here. Oh, there we go, boys. Let's get a big old one of these. It's the Venom the Duck boss. Okay, he's got unblockable special too. We've got to avoid these eggs. Dodge, dodge. Just like Iron Man Infinity War, but not lasers. Eggs. That's the way you do it. Hopefully that's... we did... Just not having great luck on the crit RNG today. Come on, mate. We've almost got this lad down. I love playing Annihilus so much. I know I've already said this once to the stream, but his animations are so fluid. I love him, mate. He'd be my ideal first 6-star champion on the free-to-play account, which I just haven't had time, man. Over the last week and a bit, I've been too busy trying to set up the new studio and moving house. Like, the free-to-play account has been a little bit neglected, so if you are one of those people sat there being like, hey, Seatin, you know, what's happening with Whale Milker 3000? Just getting neglected at the moment, really. I need to find a bit more time to crack on with some of the progression on that. Mysterio and the new bundles. Oh, I thought that might be the case. So we're going to finish up the stream, Tim, and then I'm going to go for a bit of a Mysterio gamble. So I am, you know, really looking forward to that one, man. That should be a really good time. But yeah, that's great news. Hopefully we can get at least some star version of Mysterio today to start doing some rank up and gameplay videos. That'd be awesome if we could. But we'll see how it goes. I do love a good old early access bundle though, so I'm quite the fan. Right, let's get a cheeky little 5 combo, special 2, winner winner, chicken dinner there, boys. Yeah, and Nihilus did get added to the premium, so he's also in the basic 4-star, basic 5-star, all of that stuff now, so it's not going to be long till you see a lot more Nihilus in the game, which is terrible news for Alliance War defense, because Nihilus is really annoying to fight, especially on an Aegis heavy note, unless you have Symbiote Supreme to immediately remove his, his big strikes, which allow him to just completely ignore your parry and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I don't know, there are pros and cons, man, pros and cons, but he is a fun champion to play, and hopefully more people are going to enjoy him. Right, can we dodge a special 2 here? There we go, we got this out that last. Going for a cheeky little 5 combo. Fire off the special 2. And I swear I went for the block there. I swear Domino's block break is still real, man. Still real. It's the only champion. I already have those rare scenarios. You're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I blocked. I'm pretty sure I blocked that, man. You know. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. See, how can I get shield markers? You need to do the objectives, my friend. The Spider-Man based ones. And that is the way to get them, really. There's a lot associated with dungeons, which I think the dungeons are coming up fairly soon. So yeah, once dungeons come, it's going to be much easier to get them. And there are very simple ways that you're going to be able to get them in dungeons. Yo, what is up, David? Hope you're doing well. But I'll make some video guides and cover all that stuff when it does come out. Got some great strategies, man, to really rinse that one and make the most of it. But does anybody know the release date of Dungeons? Might even be today, actually. I might have just had my head in the clouds. Right, we got the obliteration there. Let's go for a special 2. Right, cheeky little 5 combo, and we're done, boys. Papa Seatin putting in that work. Thank you very much, big man. 35/37. I certainly do appreciate it, and that's a wonderful wonderful tree leaf that you have as your profile picture. I'm a big fan of plants myself in many ways. When do dungeons come out? See, and I'm not really too sure. I was just kind of posing that question to chat, looking to hopefully find out a bit of an answer from somebody. But anyway, let's get Big Man 35/37 up there. I believe it's our first super chatter of the day. So yeah, thank you very much for the super chat, sir. I certainly do appreciate it. Might be today for dungeons. Yo, what's up, Storm Chase? I hope you're doing well. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages, dude. Hopefully all is good in California. Mysterio. Whoa, Mysterio is now a villain. I believe he was triggering like Blade's danger sense when it came to the monthly event when it was released. So I think he has always had a hidden tag potentially there. Seatin, should I rank 5 a 4-star Darkhawk, Angela, or Nightcrawler? If I had to choose one of them, I would definitely go for Darkhawk, on the provision that Darkhawk was awakened. So yeah, that's probably the way that I'd go with that one, mate. Symbiote Supreme or Emma Frost to rank up. There's good arguments for both, depending on what you need, really. I'd lean toward maybe the Symbiote Supreme, but depends, what you need the champions for, because they both do very different stuff. So have a think about what you're trying to do next, and which one would probably be the most useful out of the two for yourself. The last 2 weeks of each month. Yeah, I thought it might be a little bit different. Just because this month is like a little bit longer, so I don't know if they were going to have like an extended period. But yeah, it might be starting next week, I would assume. I think Mysterio will be better than Stealthy. I believe, I think the Mysterio bundles have just dropped, so there's probably a load of, like, Mysterio gameplay videos, uploaded, or being uploaded now. So yeah, I gotta check it out, man, because I'm sure that question is going to be answered pretty much this evening, whether or not he has the potential to surpass Stealth Spider-Man. I think there's a good chance, like, if you can get a lot of value out of his Special 3 and Poison. But I don't know. Like, I think Mysterio's definitely going to have his uses, and I think Spider-Man's definitely going to have his uses as well. But it kind of remains to be seen, man. Hopefully I can get a version of Mysterio as well today when we go for the bundles shortly after this, so it should be a good time. Should I use my Mutant Awakening gem on my 4-star Mega Red? I'd say that's a pretty good idea, especially if you've got a lot of signature stones, and ideally the Suicide Masteries as well. So yeah, I'd go for that, mate. Am I buying the Mysterio crystals? Matthew. Come on, mate. Come on. You've been around on this channel long enough. You know we're not just going to pass that Mysterio bundle by. As soon as we finish the final run of this one, I'm going to turn off the live stream so we can record a crystal opening. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Hopefully it should be a really good time. And hopefully we can get something quite good. Taking this Venom the Duck down as quickly as possible with Stealth Suit Spider-Man. You know, there's an element of speed and excitement now that the Mysterio crystals are on the table. Who do I think is better, Void or Domino? I think they've both got their uses depending on the matchup and scenario. But overall, I would say that Domino is... she's so ridiculous, mate. She's so ridiculous, especially the full Trinity, that I would value a 6-star Domino a little bit higher than I would a 6-star version of Void. But they're both great characters, and again, depending on the matchup, one is going to be more useful than the other. There's no denying that Void has some absolutely insane utility for all sorts of stuff. Even Sir just pulled a 6-star version of Thing. Congratulations, dude. That is that's pretty mega, mate. That is pretty mega there. Well, he's an amazing champion. I've got him at 5-star rank 3 and Awakened. You do need to kind of commit to the very, you know, balls to the walls playstyle with all of the Asgardian synergies and the champion synergy. But if you can do that, you're going to be having a really good time when it comes to 6-star Thing. So yeah, you know, much better than I would say a good like 80%, 85% of stuff in the 6-star basic. So yeah, huge congratulations on that one, dude. Who should I awaken? A Mega Red or Corvus Glaive? Definitely a Mega Red needs his awakened ability a lot more than Corvus Glaive does. But if, you know, there are some arguments for Corvus Glaive's awakened ability, but out of those two, I would lean more toward a Mega Red there. TK easy, but he does need a lot of signature levels as well. So yeah, thank you very much, and also shout out to Tanner Long as well. Papa Seatin, what I use to record my videos, I use an Elgato capture card, which is plugged into my phone here. So I've got a, a lightning cable, which is plugged into the Elgato, which is plugged into my computer, and it reflects my MCOC screen from my phone onto a second monitor, which is in front of me to the left-hand side here. And that way I can stream my gameplay and record videos. So that's how I do it, mate. Elgato capture card works out pretty damn well, but a bit of a cheaper option. If you have really good Wi-Fi, Reflector 3, I think you can get like a bit of a free trial from it, but it's only like if you do need to have good Wi-Fi because it's reflecting, you know, off your Wi-Fi onto your screen. But Reflector can work really well as a bit of a budget option if you don't have enough for a capture card. And most phones nowadays as well do also have these in like they've got inbuilt screen recording now with a lot of the latest updates. I remember the iPhone users got it last year. Android have had it forever. So yeah, there's all sorts of ways that you can make a bit of video content nowadays. Kind of depends, obviously, what level you're trying to make it to. How to get 5-star shards quickly? Have a look at my guide, How to Get 5-Star Shards 2018. Sorry, not 2018, 2019, because that's the year that we're in. Yeah, have a look at that one, and that covers all of the ways to generate 5-star shards in the game. There we go, mate. Dude, if you can get some of those stifles up, stack the Fury, the damage is, you know, it's alright for Nihilus. It's not too bad. Yeah, Mason, I'm sorry that it's not going to happen live today, dude, just because I'll need to buy the offers and all that, mate. But I certainly do apologise. And also, it'll just be buried at the end of this one if I do it live. So I do apologise there, lads. But it will be uploaded shortly after this. So, you know, it won't be too long. Within, I would say, about 45 minutes. By the end of the hour, the Mysterio crystal opening should be live on the channel. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It should be a good time. I'm going to pass on that one there, Chris. Who do I awaken, Void or Omega? There's good arguments for both, mate. Kind of depends, you know, what you need. So there's, yeah, there's, you know, exactly as I laid out. Depends, you know, what you're trying to do, what you're after, what kind of utility you need. Because they both bring some quite different stuff to the table. But I would say neither one of them is a bad option when it comes to something like an Awakening Gem there. How many 6-star shards do I have on Whale Milker? I think at the moment it's about 4,600, something like that. And then if I can do the epic, like, uncollected, and also this month's epic class trips as well, we should be able to gain a fair few more. Right, there we go, managed to stifle that man. And I've probably just lost all my stifle stacks. Yeah, it just didn't really, it doesn't really make too much sense to try and refresh with a special 1 unless you can play very, very aggressively with a quick special 2 animation. Or quick special 1 animation. Ideally both. Right, let's go for another cheeky little backdraft here. Hopefully get some stifles up. There we go, managed to get 5 there. Activate our laser beam. Dodge the special 1. We're in Assassin's range now. Should be able to take this man down. So that was a fairly efficient kill in the end. What are the nodes on the Venom the Duck boss? It's nothing really to worry about, dude. It's just unblockable special 2. That's the only thing you need to be aware of. It's like increased buff duration. He starts with like a bit more symbiote buff charge, but it's like nothing, you know, to worry about at all. So just really, really straightforward. I think Modoc's a bit of an annoying fight for Stealth Suit Spider-Man. It's a fight where it doesn't work too well because it's difficult to get off your combo. And refresh stuff like the debuffs in this one. There we go, just about managed to get the Fury up there though. Oh, maybe it's not the worst. Vulnerability also reduces the opponent's block proficiency, I think, by about 50%, so you can really hammer in the block damage, especially against an opponent like Modoc. Seatin, thank you for the channel as a mid-tier player. Who to awaken? 5-star Omega versus Ghost versus Hyperion. Phew, Tequila, you are in a good situation. A lot of great decisions there. Who would I go for? I honestly don't know. That's a really, really tough one. I assume what you're probably trying to do next is 100% both variants. And I would say, for 100%ing both variants, Hyperion is insane for both of the variants, man. He can put in so much work in Variant 2, and so much work in the final chapter of Variant 1. Ghost is really good to have awakened. Omega is amazing to have awakened as well, especially if you're looking at Act 6 content. So yeah, I honestly don't know. Gosh, there are great arguments for all of them, but I would say Omega is the one that needs to be awakened out of them all, because you can get away with playing Hyperion and Ghost unawakened. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really conflicted by this decision, man. You definitely not got an easy one on your hands at all. So I'd probably go for either Omega or Hyperion. But I don't know, man. I'm honestly going back and forth on this. Like, Ghost isn't bad to awaken either. There is not a single bad option there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for week 3 of the Spider-Man class trips. That is by far the easiest week so far. Venom the Duck is really, really straightforward. So yeah, we're going to go off now, restart the game, buy the Mysterio bundle, record a video, and I'll see you guys back on the channel in about 45 minutes or so. So ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day. And there we go, that's the end of the live stream, boys. So let's press that stop